run that shit back. Chasing the guap while my nigga chase stacks. Your bitch want me cause she know I don't cap. She watching my vid, she ain't gon' text you back.
Hey man, look, bro. Now look, today we got when military weapons hit the streets of Los Angeles. Now, if you seen Snowfall, then you understand how all this stuff plays out, my nigga. We know what the FBI, we know what the CIA, we know what all them niggas are doing. My fault. We know what all those niggas were doing, gang. You feel me? Come on, bro. There's no like doubt about it that they put the shit there, bro. Come on. We get military grade weapons out of nowhere, bro. We're not gonna talk too much, bro. I'm really not having a great day. I hope it can get better, but let's get it.
In the late 1980s and early 1990s, Los Angeles wasn't just a backdrop for gun violence. It was the front line. South Central, Compton, even Watts, these neighborhoods became battlegrounds where blood was spilled daily over turf, dope, and pride. But somewhere along the line, the shootouts began to sound different. They sound louder, deadlier, more destructive. That's when people started asking, how the hell are these dudes getting weapons like that? Now, what the LAPD and the public slowly began to realize was this: military-grade weapons had hit the streets.
Ooh.
And when that happened, everything changed. It started with the rise of the crack era. Cocaine wasn't new, but crack was cheap, addictive, and easy to move. With the money pouring in, street gangs started leveling up. Not just in numbers, but in firepower. The Crips, the Bloods, Hoover Sets, 18th Street, F-13, and MS-13 all began stockpiling serious artillery. The pistols and 380s of the 70s were being replaced by MAC-10s, MAC-11s, AK-47s, AR-15s, and Tech-9s.
What?
These weren't fantasy guns. These were the same weapons used by soldiers and foreign militias. And they were now in the hands of teenage gangbangers riding through neighborhoods and beat.
That's the crazy thing about it, my nigga. That's crazy. That's a real crazy thing about it, my nigga. Like, they wasn't your, like, you feel me? They were actually young niggas, bro. You feel me? And when I say young niggas, bro, I mean young niggas. I don't mean no damn, I mean actually young niggas, bro. These niggas were teenagers, gang. With AK-47s, bro. They had weapon power, bro. Where it was like, nigga, I bet to them they was looking at that shit like that was legendary loot, my nigga. And it was. Imagine having an AK-47 in Compton in your inner city hood. You feel me? Showing that shit off, bro. In the 80s. Good.
Up cutlasses and Chevy Blazers. Some of these guns came from break-ins at National Guard armories. Others were stolen from trains. A good number were trafficked up from Mexico or down from Nevada or Arizona, where gun laws were more relaxed. And then there were the kitchen guns, AR-15 lower receivers bought legally, then converted it in basements to fully automatic with illegal shear switchers or bump stocks. A clean AK-47 back then might run a gang $300 to $500 on the street. We ain't talking about today's prices now. A clean Tech-9 could be had for under $250. A fully automatic MAC-11. If you had the Connect, it was as low as $400. But it wasn't just having one. You had to have a fleet. Gang leaders were stashing them in trap houses, garages, even burying them in parks in waterproof crates. It was an arms race, and everyone knew it. Now, police officers at the time weren't equipped for this kind of war. The standard issue sidearm for LAPD officers was the .38 caliber revolver. In some units, they had 9mm Berettas or Remington shotguns in their cruisers. But what do you do when you're getting ambushed by dudes with Russian-made rifles that fire 30 rounds in 3 seconds? Cops were literally outgunned.
Literally, bro.
They were scared to death, man. SWAT teams began to evolve in response. The LAPD's platoons started stocking AR-15s and heavy armor. But even then, the street-level beat cop was still vulnerable. Now, there were stories of officers ducking behind car doors that got shredded by 7.62 rounds. In some areas, LAPD started refusing to respond without backup. from multiple units, especially in no gang zones during the summer months. Now, it wasn't just about the firepower, it was the way gangs used it. These weren't random drive-bys, these were military-styled assaults. Full auto burst ambushes, shootouts that last for minutes, not seconds. There were reports of entire blocks being lit up with 200 rounds in under 60 seconds, shell cases littering the streets, homes riddled with bullets, innocent people caught in the crossfire. Like, who wants that? South Los Angeles became a real war zone. Gang wars that used to end with 1 or 2 shots now turned into full-scale firefights. Entire apartment complexes became forfeited base for dope operations. Gang lookouts sat on rooftops with binoculars and radios. And when the beef kicked off, it wasn't just 1 or 2 guys shooting. It was whole crews lining up intersections. Police scanners caught the panic. Officer under fire. Unknown number of suspects. Automatic gunfire. This wasn't just criminal activity, it was urban warfare.
Nigga, no way that bro, one of them bullets just hit broski back, and I know that motherfucker hot as hell, nigga. Look at home right here.
Activity, it was urban warfare.
Ooh. Dang, they're wildin', bro. And yo, they should see Chicago right now, bro. Chicago's worse, bro. Oh my goodness, them niggas got fucking pipes for days. It's like a Call of Duty game out there, man.
One of the most infamous examples of this era came on February 28th, 1997 in North Hollywood. 2 heavily armed bank robbers went toe-to-toe with LAPD's officers in one of the longest gun battles in U.S. history. The robbers were armed with illegally modified AKs, full body armor, and hundreds of rounds of ammo. The cops, most of them had pistols and shotguns. The robbers walked down the street spraying bullets like it was Bosnia. That shootout alone forced departments across the country to rethink how they armed officers. But this wasn't an isolated case. In the hood, it was happening every week. The sound of a 223 ripping through an alley at midnight wasn't rare, it was regular. And what drove this arms race? Money, drugs, and paranoia. Once one gang started stockpiling automatic weapons, the rest followed. Crack money turned shooters into kingpins overnight. See, everyone wanted to be protected, but protection soon turned into aggression. Gangs weren't just defending turf. They were going on the offense, sliding on rivals with AKs and Glocks fitted with extended clips and homemade switches. See, cartel connections didn't help either. Mexican cartels were flooding neighborhoods with cheap weapons and heavy dope in exchange for safe houses or street distribution. They gave gang members crates of ARs, grenade launchers, and even
grenade launchers. See, that's why you don't mess with the cartel, boy. You don't talk about them, you don't speak about them. Shit, grenade launchers, bro. You crazier than the mother. What? Imagine nigga ripping through your shit, nigga. I'ma pull up on your fork eye. Boom. What the fuck? Pow. Hey, yo.
Military grade night vision. MS-13 and other Central American crews brought back tactics from actual war zones and made local cops look like mall security. The effects of the community were devastating. Mothers afraid to let their children play outside. Grandmothers shot through walls while watching TV. Whole city blocks were bullet holes in every unit. The trauma ran deep, and nobody trusted the police to protect them. In some neighborhoods, calling the cops was worse than the gangs. People just adapted, learning to tell the difference between a 9mm and a 223 by sound, knew to hit the ground before asking questions. But by the late 1990s and early 2000s, the police militarized in response. SWAT became a more visible part of LAPD culture. Barricades, ballistic shields, M4 rifles. But even with better gear, the root program never went away. The guns were still there, just better hidden. They got stashed in trap houses, hollowed out walls, car trunks, and underground bunkers. And once those weapons hit the streets, they never left. The legacy of military-grade firepower in Los Angeles is still visible today. Well, everywhere. Ghost guns, drum mags, 3D printed lowers, Glock switches turning handguns into mini machine pistols. The difference now, it's not just the OGs and the shot callers who have them. It's 15-year-old shooters trying to earn a name. It's local sets with cartel ties, rivaling foreign militias and firepower. The war hasn't ended, it's just going underground. When military weapons hit the streets of Los Angeles, the rules changed forever. The police were outgunned, the communities were caught in the crossfire, and the gangs, man, the gangs, they just adapted, evolved, and kept pushing from stolen AKs to modern ghost guns. LA streets became more than dangerous. They became war zones, and that war still echoes, one shell casing at a time. I appreciate all y'all for tuning in tonight. Thanks for your time. If you like the content, subscribe, like the video
Facts, bro.
for me.
Appreciate you, gang. I'ma like this motherfucker for your ass. Now let's see what the comments talking about. You know them old heads always got something to say. Homie plugged into everything before he left. He ain't hungry. People think it's worse now with the switches, but they had 4 auto sirens back then when there was no cameras. No bullshit. You gotta remember, gang. Nigga. No cameras, bro. No cameras. If there was no witnesses saying anything, gang, word to bro, shot. That'd have been a fucking open case. But hey, man, enough with the gang and the ganglish and all that extra shit. Bible verse time. Let your face shine on your servant. Save me in your unfailing love. I ain't gonna lie, y'all, bro. Right now, man, today, bro, I feel like God is testing me, bro, and I'm failing every time, bro. It's so hard right now, bro, for me, bro. Shit not jump like how I wanna jump. Shit, stuff not going my way, bro. I ain't gonna care. I ain't gonna lie, this stuff is really not going my way, bro. And it's just like, damn. Feel me? I hope things can get better, bro. Pretty sure things will get better. But it's just like, damn. You feel me? Yeah. Like, I don't know. But yeah, man, I want y'all boys to be blessed. You feel me? Stay safe. Peace.